Well, here's my peg. This the one just down by there. Zoom in. That peg the other side of the old exercise bike. Yes, looking fantastic out there. Well, the bivvy's up. The wind's dropped for a minute. It was howling when I was trying to put that up. Holding it down with one hand, hitting pegs in with the other. But yes, every peg in. Hopefully, nothing will be pulled out during the night. But yeah, the wind's dropped a little bit. I don't know whether that's a good sign or. But yes, we're going to go off its peg. Not really fished it much. There we go. So the all out's been called, or the all in has been called. Just got my chorizo and Atlantic crab mini hop. Ready to go out, a little bit of foam then to stop it wrapping around the bloody hook, because that was happening when I was at the Afro Ponds. And then a small hot sauce EVA bag. That's all three rods out. The rain and the wind has just kicked off literally as the match started. But well, I say kicked off, it's been horrible since we got here. But yeah, the rain, thick rain's coming down now, so hopefully that'll pass and get a bit of bait out then, and settle down inside the bivvy and try to keep warm. Right, catch you in a bit. I just put about 4 spoms on each spot. But I was cast out, the wind was coming back in my face. The first 2 were spot on, then I lost 2, they went off with the wind. And I was thinking, perhaps I shouldn't do this. But I managed to get another 4 out across 2 spots, and then just targeted one, and I think I missed 1 shot. But oh Christ, I could barely see through my glasses now. And soaking wet. But got to get the bait out if you want to feed in, innit? In theory. What was that? Oh, it's one of the ducks I was. Decided to run underneath my rods. Pulled my drop back off. Right. Yes, so the mix I've got I'm using at the moment for spotting is a big handful of Atlantic crab, big handful of urge, and then this pigeon conditioner, which I think I boiled this up probably at the end of half term. So back in September I froze it 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, and I just defrosted it, ready now today. And then I put a whole load of old stuff that I've kept for the winter, frozen maggots in the mix. So I got boilies, frozen maggots, a little bit of hemp in there, and they've been feeding pellet on here. So I grabbed 2 handfuls of the club pellet that they're using, and I put that in the top as well. Anything to get that bite. But yes, the only beeps I've had so far. A duct. Right, let's get myself comfortable inside the bivvy, because it looks like I'm going to spend a lot of time inside the bivvy. What a difference, it's 3:05. The match has been running for 3 hours and 5 minutes, and the rain has stopped, the wind is still howling in sideways. You can see the whole bivvy flapping away, and yes, it's really cold. It's probably because I've sat down and done nothing. After set up the whole bivvy, my body temperature has dropped and I'm freezing. So I've put the stove on, try and warm things up, and it's steamed up the camera. Fantastic. Got my mixed particle mix with bits of maggots and boilies in there, and hopefully they'll actually land on the spot without the wind hitting me in the face. Right, I shall see you in a bit. I'm going to put some, I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to put some bait out. We got a Met Office warning on my phone there saying that we got moderate rain coming in. What is moderate? I would say moderate is like, I don't know, 10 to 12 mil, but it's probably not moderate now in this day and age. It's like, it's 3 or 4 centimeters, and then extreme is 5 centimeters. Never like it used to be, is it? Okay. I think I'll show my age now. Well, we never used to get flooding rain when I was growing up. It used to rain, but we never used to get like 3 or 4 inches of rain falling within a couple of hours like we do now. It's like monsoon season, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna go, I'm rambling. There's about 15 spawns, 5 over each spawn. We'll see how it goes. It's now 4:46. I've just burned up some bacon and some eggs and got them in a, I think it's a ciabatta bread or something like that. I can't remember the name of this fancy bread. It's like flat loaves, flat rolls with burnt marks on the top. Ciabatta? I don't know. Anyway, 4 pieces of bacon, 2 eggs, rammed in there, protein, and a bit of food and warmth. It's 4:45 now, it's starting to get dark, and the temperature's dropped and freezing. The last thing I did outside was a bit of sparming. I lie down on the bed, and now I'm going to get some food. There's a lot to be said for bacon and egg. In the evening, it's full of calories, boosts your body temperature, brings you back up, gives you energy. I know everyone says it's for morning, but when you're fishing, bacon and egg every day is great. It's now 14 minutes after I spoke to you. So I've had my ciabatta roll with 4 pieces of bacon and 2 eggs in it. It does literally stop you feeling hungry when I've had the kettle on, and the kettle's about to start screaming. Quite, it makes a difference having the kettle or having the stove going in here. But I would advise anybody not to keep the stove going in the bivvy, even if it's cold. Get yourself wrapped up. You don't realise this is burning up all the oxygen in the air. You start feeling tired, which is carbon monoxide poisoning, and then you lie down in your bed and everything's still burning and it's still sucking up the air, and then you wake up with a banging headache, or you don't wake up at all. So yes, if it's cold in your bivvy, wrap up. Don't use the stove to get warm. Maybe a couple of minutes, get your hands warm. Don't leave it on, because it literally just keeps sucking up all the oxygen in the air, and you don't want that. It's now 6 o'clock. Drinking coffee, keep warm. Probably not a good choice, because I'll be rolling around in my bed chair later on, trying to go to sleep, and my head will be still ticking over with the caffeine. Yeah. I've had a few beeps. I don't know if it's the wind. I know the first sort of half take, it sounded like a take, but it was the ducks getting their heads tangled up in the line. And I've had a few beeps, and I've gone out and there's nothing there. And the bobbins have moved a little bit, so I don't know whether every now and again we're getting like really powerful gusts ripping through, and then everything's resetting back. So it looks like we've had a bit of a take, or it sounds like we've had a take out there. And when we go check the rods, there's nothing there. But yes, it's either going to be dead or we're going to have a few during the night. There's no medium line, is there? It's going to be absolutely nothing, or it's going to kick off, because the weather's perfect for it. I know it's horrible weather, but it's good for carp fishing. Right, first my coffee. It's cooled down a bit because it was burning my mouth earlier on. But yes, I don't know. At least now where I'm fishing, there's no trees to snap my rods and anything like that, so we're not going to have an ugly session. Bad session was last week, so I'm hoping for the good. So we have a bit of a good, the bad, the ugly, and then we have the final. But we never know, do we? Perhaps there's a fourth option to the title that I never heard of, like covered in mud. So good, the bad, the ugly, and covered in mud, because I am covered in mud at the moment. So, right, enough rambling, finish my coffee, and I'll see you guys later. It's 8 o'clock now. I thought I'd do another update because time is flying by and nothing's happening. What I have been using to keep my hands warm, I boiled the kettle and I've been sitting there holding it for like the last 10 or 15 minutes just to bring circulation back into my hands. Yeah, I should have bought a hot water bottle or something. It is bitterly cold and the wind is not letting anything warm up. If you cook something in here, the bivvy warms up, and then after about 2 or 3 minutes the wind's blown it straight through and it's freezing cold again in here. So yes, I think it's going to be an early night. When I say early night, my whole plan was to put everything out, bait up, which I've done, then recheck, bait up, fresh PVA bags, everything for 9 o'clock, hoping for a run at midnight, and then top up if I get anything during the night, whether the swans pull them out, or drag the lines across, and then reset everything, put it all back out. But I gotta wait for the rain to stop, because I'm not gonna go out there and get soaking and be cold just before I go to sleep. So yes, I think it's very steamy in here at the moment, is that? Oh, let that come in. How's that? Well, I think because I boiled the kettle and had another cup of coffee and sitting here holding the kettle now, everything's all steamy in here, which creates condensation and everything. Every now and again you get drips down. Yes, it is proper, like, mentally taxing winter fishing, because you literally do everything to get in your bivvy, and then you sit in your bivvy thinking, what do I do now? It is it's not hard work, but it's mentally hard work, I think. But yeah, I'm chuffed that I signed up for the winter leagues, even though the weather's stinking and horrible. It gets you out of the house, gets you out fishing. I think I probably wouldn't have been fishing in November, December, and now January. It's coming up to what, the 19th of January now, this third leg, or no, 22nd of January. So I'm near the end of January and I wouldn't have been out fishing at all. Mainly because the weather's been wet all the way through. It's either wet, it did snow. We had a day and a half of snow, but yes, there's nothing entertaining about going out in the cold when it's raining. You can go out in the cold, all dressed up and go fishing, but when it's wet, it just it takes all the fun out of it. But yes, getting out fishing, I would say it's a boost to your mental health, getting out and having to settle down on the bank, calm down, let your mind calm. But when you're stuck in a bivvy and the wind is howling through you, it's not mentally calming. But it is good for you, I think. Just get out, do it even though you don't feel like you're gonna catch. Just, you never know. Right, I'm going to keep hugging the kettle because I didn't bring a hot water bottle, and I shall see you later. to do a bait change at 9 o'clock. It's just come up to 9 o'clock and it stopped raining. So I've just redone these two rods. You can see the water level. When I first got here, the rods were out and the water was down about up there. Where that bit of lily leaf is. So the water's gone up probably about 5 inches, so it's gained about a foot. And the peg is actually flooded itself. But yeah, it's all relative, isn't it? Do a bait chain on. Well, I might just leave that on actually. You can still smell the chorizo, garlicky sort of pork fat sort of smell. And I think I'm going to leave that on and just put a fresh PVA bag. So the PVA bag mix I got is some Mistral's ground bait mix, mixed with some lake pellets and some ground up urge, which is a plum base, so you can really smell the plum on it. But they've all come in nice and clean. All the rods have. No, nothing. One of them still had the PVA still attached. Little congealed blobs, so literally nothing is moving the baits out there at all. But yes, let's get this wrapped up, bang it out, and get back in the bivvy before the rain starts again. Good morning. I lied in bed until it stopped raining. It's now 10 o'clock. So we've got 2 hours left of the match. I did get up and check the rods. I think I heard a beep around about 8 o'clock. I got out there, it was still sort of dark. Nothing had moved, so I climbed back into bed before I got wet. And that was the events of the night. A few fish have been out around the lake. Let's have a look. So there's 5 fish out between, I think there's 18 fish in the match. So like, potentially 1 in 3 people have caught fish, and I haven't. Unless someone has landed on a little spot. But I've had no sign before or after, no takes, so yeah. And it started raining again, so I got up and it started raining again. So I'm going to put the kettle on, get a coffee. For 2 hours, I think I'm not going to strain myself. I don't think there's anything happening. I'm going to get some coffee, cook some breakfast, then pack up. Right, I shall see you later. Right, so I've got an hour left. Hour and a half left. I thought nothing's moved all night. Quickly change over the baits. I've changed them all to just a solid lump of spicy sausage or chorizo. And I got a small bag of Mistral's chili pepper ground bait. But yeah, I'm going to slip that back out for the last hour and see what happens. That's them back out. An hour left. So I've just been for a chat with the guys. Well, one of them's just packed up, he had to go early and they got on the end. So the 5 fish last night, both the people had won the first leg and the second league. Or the matches have both caught one, so that pushes them up into like first and second anyway, and then a third place then, and a £36 common came out last night, so so he's going to be pushing. All he has to do is get another one in the next league maybe, and that'll push him up with the biggest weight and everything. So at the moment I'm joint like last with everybody else that hasn't caught anything. Points for attending. But yeah, we've got 20 minutes left. I just put my bacon to cool down, and I've rammed with my ciabatta bread thing, and then sit down, have my breakfast, and then pack down. Right. So yeah, 20 minutes left. Everything's packed up on the back of the bar over there. A few families all using the exercise equipment, so I'm trying to be evasively filming. Yes, another third leg of the Winter League done, blanking. Yeah, so there was a bit more fish out this one. The first two were single fish, which put 2 people into first and second place. This one 5 fish came out, but nobody landed more than 1 fish. It's kept first and second place in first and second place. There's a good contender for first place. All he needs to do is catch on the next round, but he had a 36 pound 2 common, which is one of the biggest fish in here at the moment, so that's pretty good. I just blanked, but I think it's changed his tactics. I've tried the spicy sausage, I've tried the hot chili stuff, and I'm going to go back and use something that works and see how that goes. But then it's not as if I've tried and they failed. The whole lake is shut down and only a couple of fish are coming out, so they might well work. It's just I haven't given them enough time, or I haven't put them in the right place. But yes, we'll see you in February. Right, ta-da.